Why? Why, cruel world? Why? Why? Jesus Christ. Ah, kid him. You'd think he would have lost his bloody mother, not his Minecraft world. Bloody hell. But that is right. Unfortunately, the world is gone. I have kicked the can, kicked the bucket, whatever people say. And if you want to know how I died, well, just watch this clip. You know what? I really hope in a future update they actually do something to this bloody end, because I'm not being funny. I am sick of seeing a bunch of endstone and a bunch of purple. Oh, I'm back to where I started. That is not what you want to see at all. Brilliant. So, not only have I trotted around for about an hour looking for some things, I've now circled back on myself. So, that is just great fun. I can't wait until this end gets updated, to be honest, because seriously, it needs updating. Needs some new mobs. I'm talking purple Enderman, I don't bloody know. Someone with a more creative mind than me. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh, I've got the wrong... Oh my god, no. Panic, no. Okay, that wasn't actually the real video of how I died. That was a bit of a reenactment, but that is literally what happened. I accidentally put on an elytra that I found previously in the end instead of my enchanted one and plummeted to my death, which is just brilliant. And now I am just a floating head in... Oh, that's weird when you go over the water. I am just a floating head in my own world. But this does unfortunately mark the end of what was a great series, so we might as well look back on all the things that I have built. Starting off, of course, with the first ever sort of mega base I built, this lovely little dirt mansion. It took me way too long. Yeah, I mean, just look at those stats. Next, of course, we have the lovely little villager trader, which I'm pretty sure I've still got the whole little sex dungeon underneath. Yeah, that's still there. Yeah, brilliant. I do think this centerpiece could have been better, but I do love what this build became. And then over here we have the most popular build by far that I ever did, which was rebuilding Bikini Bottom. I mean, I love this build. This is definitely my favourite. Gary's still sat there this whole time. Look at him. Oh, he's so bloody cute. We never actually got around to decorating the inside of these builds, so they are literally all empty, which is a bit sad. But thankfully, the bloody car's still parked outside the Krusty Krabs, which is great. Then, unfortunately, we moved on to the worst video and worst build I ever did in this world. And I'm, of course, talking about whatever the hell this thing is. I mean, the scale of this compared to everything else, it's awful, man. I don't know why I did this. I was struggling for a video and this just popped into my mind. Next world, the nether portal is going to be 20 times better, because obviously there's going to be another world which is going to be bigger, better, and a lot better structured than this world, to be honest, because as you can see, it's just builds plopped everywhere. So if you guys do have any ideas of what you want me to build, let me know. I'm talking any cartoon build, because I do love building cartoons. Which brings me, funnily enough, nicely on to my Pokemon build. This was pointless, to be honest, but I think it looks great. We've got Bulbasaur, a Grookey, and Trico all in their little environments. The one thing I probably would have done better is, again, I build something in the middle. I'm not very good with centerpieces. Clearly, this is definitely another favourite of mine. They just look so good. And I hope in the next world I get to build more cartoon stuff or anime, whatever the hell you want to call it. What I don't want to do in the next one is have things like this. These are just random farms that I've got lying about. This can't happen again. This one's an iron farm. This one's a concrete converter, and this should have something around it. It should look nice, not just this, because it's embarrassing. And before we get on to the next builds, I'm going to show you a failed video that I did. If you come through this lonely nether portal here by the villager trading, we actually have a massive gold farm. Now, I intended to build this gold farm along with a piglin bartering station next to it and build something really cool around it, but as I got to building this farm, the video was boring as hell, so I just decided to scrap it completely. But there should have been a big piglin build here. But moving swiftly on from that thing, we did end up building something in the nether, which is a build that I'm actually quite proud of. This is the first ever build I did with World Edit. Don't worry, it was on a super fat world and then schematic into this one, and I'm really proud of it. It's a lovely orange and red tree with a bunch of biomes surrounding it and a bunch of towers as well. This one was not a favourite of mine, but it was enjoyable to build. Something that was not enjoyable to do was this. This was my video of trying to capture every mob in the game. I didn't. I failed miserably, But here are majority of the mobs. The panda died, but you know what? I might let some of these guys out. Let them roam free in the world. And actually, Squishy over here does remind me of another failed video that I did, which, similar to the gold farm, was actually the slime farm. The plan for this was I was going to build like a massive slime, like I'm talking 500 blocks by 500 blocks, but again, the video just wasn't good enough. This is definitely, though, an idea that I want to revisit in the future, and this farm was actually seen in quite a lot of videos anyway. Going back, however, to successful videos, we do, of course, have my end portal build, which I hate these white walls. I did remove them for the thumbnail, but that was in a creative mode and I could never be bothered to remove them again. But this was my nice portal. This mining layer is still my favourite. And again, this is another video that I will redo in the new world, obviously with a different design, but this, I just liked it so much. And a little fun fact for you, this was never used again as a portal. I don't think I came back here once after it was built, because the other portal nearer to my base was obviously my concrete farm, so I always just went to that. And if you don't have one of these, you are seriously missing out. These are the best farms in the game and will be the first thing I build next time. But moving on, the final build, we of course have my Mario transformation in the End Island. I did plan on building Rainbow Road around this, but unfortunately my demise made that not happen. So thanks again, myself. But this didn't take as long as I thought it would, to be honest, because I thought that the green stuff would take hours and hours to build, but I'm pretty sure it only took about 3 hours, so it was actually alright. But this, again, another one that I love. But that, unfortunately, does mark every single build I built in this world. If you guys want to go back and watch the videos, there are supercuts of the videos combined together. The first 10 episodes is already out. The next 10 episodes will be next week. So if you want to binge watch them, you can while playing the game. But that does mark the end of this series. But don't worry, we will be back with a banging series, bigger and better builds. So make sure you subscribe and like to be a part of this journey. Road to 1,000 by 2025 is on.